Midsummer is only 2 days hence. I don't see how you can possibly be ready, Brother Jethro.
Fear not, old friend. Formal assures me that the stage will be ready this evening, and I've never known him to be wrong. Everything will be quite all right.
Cutting things close doesn't suit me. You know that. I'm a planner. I'm a philosopher. This whole business has my humors out of balance.
There, Brother Wilport. You just let me fret about the play, and you make sure the feast is perfect. I'm especially looking forward to that hot root sun salad.
Oh, yes, quite right. There's much to be prepared. Friar Randall was concerned that the cheese and onion hogsbake was too heavy to follow the brazier leaks. He may be correct.
You see, there's far more need for your talents in the kitchen than out here. Let your old friend do what he's good at, making a fool of himself. Oh, my.
Very well, I'll take my leave. But please try to keep on schedule. You know how I worry.
Indeed I do. Sister Edelweiss, I trust William won't perish before he has a chance to taste the good friar's blackberry crumble.
Oi, now. It's hard to say. 'Tis surely a bit of blackwater fever. Now I can't remedy with some nettles and wort, but that foul temper, now, that just might be fatal.
I'm not grumpy.
No? Boy, Yoki, then why in the sharp tongue when I asked for that filthy old wine glass? The rusty old thing is reeking with mould and mire. It's likely the cause of your fever for all the fuss it's bearing.
Sorry, Grandfather. I found it in the library.
You're Nao. You drinkers as tonic, and you'll be out storming dark forest with all them's dibbins afore a moon's turned her face this way. Brrroi.
We're ready for Hilltop Camp, Brother Jethro. Shall we wait for you?
No need to wait, lads. Carry on, and I'll be there shortly. Thank you for your legendary healing skills, sister. As always, we are in your debt.
We? I say it's just you who be's owing moi.
Oh, I hadn't seen this in ages, and such perfect timing, dear boy. Do you know who this weird glass belonged to, William?
Honest truth, I just thought it was another trinket you'd packed away for no good reason.
Trinket? Batterwaffles. This was one of the trusty tools carried by the Lilygrove Scout Corps back when Clooney the Scourge, that wretched pirate, laid siege to Redwall Abbey. And it so happens that this very thing has a role to play in the story we'll be telling for the Abbot's celebration. I've written a play to share one of my lost legends with all of Redwall. Of course, everyone knows about Matthias and Constance and Basil Staghair, but few know about the trio of brave woodlanders from Lilygrove who played a crucial role in those events. Have you ever heard of Liam or Sophia Rivermouse?
No, but, I don't suppose you could be telling me the story, since I'm bedridden and ailing, and might not live to see the play. Please?
Let's see. Where to begin? Yes, initiation. 'Twas a frozen evening in midwinter. The sky was clear but for a loosely bound fleet of easterly clouds that were Liam.
That would be me, and I'm not about to retch. What do we do now?
Quite sure, are you? Sophia, I trust you didn't tell our initiate.
Not a peep, sir. The secret is safe with me.
It makes me a proud mouse to see youngsters like yourself. In order to become a full member of the Lilygrove Scout Corps, you must complete a series of tests to prove you've got the mettle.
I'm so excited for you to finally join us as a fully fledged scout, Liam. Oh, and guess what? Coyle's going to let me oversee your trials myself. Captain Robin thought I'd be too biased to be... Now, we'll start by heading to a nearby cave. It's treacherous, but nothing you can't handle. Plus, Oh, and before we go, take this.
What are you lollygagging around here for, initiate?
Hold on. I thought you were sticking around to oversee me.
I am, but you've got to complete them on your own. I'll be around to help, even if you can't see me. Here we go. All you've got to do is follow the cave to reach each of your targets. Ready to start? For your first trial, you've got to figure out how to get across. Great shot, Liam! You've always had a knack for the slingshot. Now,
Whew. That wasn't nearly as hard as I thought it would be.
you've got this, Liam. You're so... Ready for your next trial? You've got to identify which flag your scent is passing over.
But, Sophia, there's no way...
Can't you feel the cool draft, Liam? Or is your fur that much thicker than mine? As you know, scent travels on the wind, and wind is just about everywhere, even in these caves. If you pay close attention, Nope. Be sure to watch the wind, Liam. Not quite. Choose another. That's it! I only took you a couple of tries.
Hey, I was just testing to make sure you knew which was the...
Sure you were, Liam. Now, shimmying across that ledge should help you cross this... For this next task, you'll need to determine which of the doors have a rat hidden behind them. A fake rat, that is. And avoid...
Find the rat, huh? Shouldn't be too difficult. Aha! No rat hiding.
Fantastic job, Liam. I'm glad I haven't lost you to the... Here we'll be making use of our nose once again. First, I want you to focus on those peppers there. Learn the scent and commit it to memory. Spicy with a hint of earth, altogether a fair bit pungent. I'd suggest logging all the scents you learn in your scout. Well done! Hold that scent in your mind and remember, it's written in your journal if you need a refresher. Now, we know sniffing can help us see the unseen, but it can also help us identify. Not it. That one's a campfire scent. A perfect match, Liam. Robin might as well let us skip the rest of the...
Well, I owe my success.
You'll need to once again shimmy along the wall to reach the final trial.
Choose wisely? What's this about?
Your final trial is a trial of stealth. You've got to use everything you've learnt so far. Don't let the rats inside see or smell.
So all I have to do is get by the rats without them spotting me.
Yes, Liam. You'll be in...
Choose wisely.
You're fine.
So
Yes.
choose wisely.
You're fine.
So all I...
Yes, Liam.
What? What's all this?
Congratulations, Liam, our newest member of the...
So
And with flying colours.
Excellent work, Initiate. Excellent work. I'm quite certain.
Congratulations.
I must confess that I was of the mind that you weren't quite ready. It was Captain Robin who pushed for your somewhat...
Ever since you were Dibbin, Liam, I thought you'd make an excellent scout. And you'd...
Thank you, sir. It's an...
Having completed your training, the official badge and equipment of office are yours to bear. A way glass, a rucksack, and, of course, the blooming lily on your...
There's just one more thing you have to do before you can really call yourself a scout. Follow me, Liam. Fine.
Soup?
The Scouts are founded on principles of service and fellowship. As such, we crown each new initiate.
Well, after cooking for a family as big as mine.
Liam was oddly at peace. His soul, which had been sore anxious, yet despite a still and restful heart, a frigid wind and the crickets stopped their song. Unknown to Ene and Lilig, in the shadow of a long and iron-barbed tail.
Welcome to Hilltop Camp, home of the Lily...
Wow. You're just...
Why don't you pull out your way glass and I'll... Isn't that waterfall beautiful? You wouldn't guess when it's frozen over, but just up at its source is a hot spring. That's the main tent. It's sort of like our very own Great Hall. We use it mostly for hosting guests from neighbouring scout groups. We even... That there is the Lakeside Watchtower. It gives you a great view of the camp, but not much else. The actual night watch I've mentioned is at the lookout, but that's... Those tents are where the captains sleep. Since they're in charge of keeping the night fires and beacons roaring, they've pitched their stakes by the firewood store. Down there is our remarkably talented chef, Rootsworth. Honestly, he could be running the kitchens at Redwall if he wanted, but for some reason, he's content. Those are the Scouts' overnight tents. We don't always stay in them, but they're... Well, that concludes our tour of Hilltop Camp. Oh, and if you ever come across an odd pile of flat stone... Now, Liam, you've got a soup to cook. Here, Rootsworth gave me this recipe for you to follow. First, you'll need to collect 3 beets from the garden. Beets, not radishes. Your sniffer can tell you the difference.
Ah, Freebie.
Part of initiation night is making the newest scout run around on a wild goose chase. But don't worry, it's all in good.
Aren't you coming with?
Actually, I've got some scout business to attend to, so you'll have to finish preparing this.
Oh my.
Are you sure that's what happened?
This beet is a bit pale. Oh, is this a potato?
Have you not anywhere? You got cooking duty tonight. If you are making soup, I have a request. I do everything. What, was that too much?
Are you sure that's what happened?
I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Mama corn, baby corn. Huh.
Good evening, Liam.
Fraby always says you have a nose to rival any mole.
Fraby is wrong.
I guess he is
Notice how scent moves with the wind, over and around obstacles like stones and walls. If you really concentrate, you can sense much more, sense farther, and with more clarity. If you're making soup, best I know.
Here's our initiate now.
Finally indeed. Your job is to get tonight's supper started, and we'll be making. Everybody has their loves, and everybody... Go do your scrounging, and come back.
I trust your betrothed.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I see the sweet aroma of jam caught your nose. Well, if you happen to spot any more of those little...
Have you not any worked?
Could you use some help?
No. Would you?
No.
Of course not.
Oh, a sharp tongue.
Of course. This isn't just initiation for you, it's the start of your...
Of course I will.
That I was. No, that...
Got it. That wasn't so hard. A juicy red beet. This beet is a bit pale.
The first secret to all good things.
Did you say?
Did I?
I'm certain a youngster... All clear.
It's soup tonight, is it? And I deduce.
Oh, no, you don't.
This beet is a bit pale. That's all I needed from the garden. Potatoes. Boil them? Looks like that's all I need from the obstacle course. Mm-hmm. Yes, I've got everything. It took a bit to track down each ingredient, but here they are.
My. Then you've already... A few radishes had been mistakenly pulled from the garden, but with the help...
Is that your soup? You can still mix it up a bit more, right?
Yes, I think that's it.
I think any meal is better than an empty stomach, and that no mouse is a master over it.
Ah, would you smell that? Simply scrumptious. Well, you must be finished with your errands. When you're quite ready, ring the dinner bell.
As Liam walked away from the cauldron, he found himself thinking of the way his large and poor family shared a meal. There were many days that his mother had need to stretch her meager supplies with wild rice. With all the fanfare Rootsworth could muster, a wondrous feast of quince pie, port-basted mushrooms, and a chutney of wild carrots and beets were served alongside the soup. Piles of barley toast and a stout red cheese. Warmed hayberry cordial and chilled mint tea wet all their tongues and lifted their spirits. Last but not least was a lofty steamed pudding soaked in pear brandy and set aflame for quite dramatic effect. This was Mr. Coyle's fiery ring of devastation, a fitting, if dramatic, name. Liam laughed loud and sang long and was thanked generously for his, shall we say, questionable stew. But for all the mirth, Liam was troubled at Sophia's absence.
My friends and fellow scouts, tonight we celebrate a new member of our brotherhood.
Sisterhood!
Yes, well, our family all the same. We've all admired your hard work, loyalty, and steadfast spirit. Well done. You entered this camp a nameless initiate, but now after demonstrating your skill, we give you a new name, known only to yourself and your fellow scouts.
3 cheers for Liam Riverhouse. 3 cheers for Eagle Eye.
Huzzah! 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 Stand now, scouts, and be sober in heart and in mind. Be without fear, malice, or cruelty. Be true to your word, your heart, and your fellow scouts. Be without guile, and speak the truth at all times, kindly if possible, directly in need. Love Lily Grove, the land, and safeguard any who sojourn in her borders. This is your oath, and we, your witnesses, share it with you.
Completing the oath, Captain Robin watched warmly as Liam's fellow scouts shook his paw in congratulations, but he was clearly thinking of other things. Where was his dear Sophia? Gently, Robin led Liam to the platform's edge, presented him with this very way-glass, and bade him look toward the sexton's field. Through the magnifying lens, he saw his beloved, finishing the preparations for an even larger party that only awaited for his imminent arrival. But alas, the party was never to happen. Not that night, not ever. Seen through the glass, a menacing shape stepped out of the shadows. It was a ragged and filthy rat, dressed in strange garb, and wielding a wicked cutlass. Every beast ran as another rat stepped into the firelight, and then another. Suddenly, Sophia was lunging forward with a fiery brand, catching the villain full on the snout and knocking it to the ground. Liam was frozen in shock when Robin grabbed him by the shoulders and spoke most urgently.
I wish we had more time, but what you do this very moment is what makes you a scout. You have everything you need for this mission. Skills, tools, training, but most of all, you have courage. I bid you make haste to our village. Go to the lighthouse and fire the beacon. Be swift but silent, as you must not alert the raiders to our plan. Lend aid where you can, but you must not be captured. I will ready the militia and join you shortly. Every moment counts. Go now, swiftly!
Rather much, isn't it? They're just rats. Those bandits have tried to get in here dozens of times.
William, there you are quite wrong. Redwall has been captured before. Even the great fortress of Salamanderstron has been captured by vermin. We should never underestimate the villains who seek our enslavement. It surely leads to defeat. But more importantly, Lily Grove is no fortress. It's a small village with no wall and few warriors. And these were not scattered brigands, but vicious sea rats pirating under the banner of Clooney, the Scourge. Heart-pounding, the newest scout raced toward the besieged town on a mission to light the beacon atop the decrepit old lighthouse